Professor Breckeisen here. In this tutorial, we're going to look at how to match the contrast and black and white values of two contrasting images in our map painting. So here I have three images. I've got a background sky, a image here on the left of a mountain, and an image over here of a mountain. This is what I'm kind of putting together for my composite to create my mountainscape for my map painting. We can notice here that the left image is a little more washed out, a little bit less contrasty, and the right image has a lot more contrast and some color aberrations that we'll fix in using a different method. But right now what we're looking at is the contrast. So we want to make sure that these two match and match our scene. First thing we need to decide is which of these are going to be the image that we want to keep or the ones that we want to use kind of as our reference. So I've decided to keep this left image. I like how it feels further in the distance. The atmospheric perspective has it a little bit more muted. It's a little bit softer. And this image here is a little bit more contrasty and dark. So I'm going to bring this one down to match this image. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a black and white layer to stick on top here. We'll delete this later, but it's just going to be used as a reference for now. You can make changes if you need to all these colors. I just leave it like this because it'll work just fine. Underneath that, on top of the image that we want to adjust, we're going to use another adjustment. I'm going to use curves, but you can use levels or anything else. Make sure to clip that to your image so that it's only adjusting this image right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of eyeball and look at the dark values and the light values of this image, and I'm going to get this one to match. Now you can be more precise. You can come over and select the eyedropper tool and look for the darkest areas of your image, for example, right here or right here, and you can actually select those. Let me select the reference layer and select those, and it's telling me that that's 82 black, or on the black and white grayscale, that it's 82 towards the darker side. And if I look at the lighter side here, I can select that and it's at 238. We want to get this value here that's at 19 up to that 85, and this value here that's 222 up to the 273. So we're going to select our curves adjustment here, and we're going to bring those values up and just start selecting them until we start to get to that value. So that's a little bit closer. Let's just bring it up just a little bit more. And then for the sake of time, let's go and move to this one. That's at 238, but we need it to be at 233. We actually brought it up to that point. So let's see what it looks like when we turn our black and white values off. So now we've got a contrast level here that looks pretty decent. It looks right where it needs to be. There is some color differences, which we'll fix using the color method, which is in a different tutorial. But that'll get you to match your black and white values of your images, which is half of the battle. So enjoy.